Hey there, Aries, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of July, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Aries, if this reading resonates for you and you'd like to book a personal reading, there you are, front and center in your recent past. As I was saying, if this resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. And trust me when I tell you, your girl loves coffee. Oh, also, Aries, I always get asked about this deck. I've linked all the tarot decks that I use below in the description box. This one is called the Illuminati deck, I think. But they're all linked below. So, main energy for your reading this month, Aries, is the Eight of Cups. There's an energy here of you emotionally detaching or emotionally disconnecting from something which has been very difficult for you to cope with. You're showing me like it's not like it's painful for you to deal with whatever this is, but you do invest a lot of mental energy in this. And again, I don't know if this is a connection. I don't know if this is just general energy, your career. I'm not seeing it one way or the other. But I do see that whatever it is, you're like, I think about this a lot. There's no pain, there's no heartbreak, but I think about this. I spend a lot of time thinking about this, and you're showing me I'm just emotionally detaching from whatever this is. It could be because you're mentally exhausted, and so you're kind of like, look, I need a bit of a break. I don't know. We'll see when we clarify. In the recent past, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, which is you, and the Hanged Man. You're doing your own thing. You're focused on yourself in the recent past. You're just, everything's good. You are in your power. You're focused on your stability, your needs, your independence here in the 3D world, but you're also stuck. You feel stuck in some regard. And I don't know why, because this seems to me like, okay, I'm doing me, so why do you feel stuck in the recent past? We'll see when we clarify. In the current situation, you get the Six of Swords, the Moon, and the Nine of Swords. This is the part in the current situation where you're literally walking away, turning your back on whatever is stressing you out, whatever you can't stop thinking about, whatever is keeping you up at night, right? You're walking away from it. You're turning your back on it, but not entirely. It's almost an energy of like, you're showing me like, okay, let's say this is I don't know. Let's say you have a dog that's stressing you out. I know that's not the case, but I'm just going to use a physical thing here in the 3D world. You have a dog that's stressing you out. It's barking nonstop. You're walking away from this dog, right? Just because you physically walked away and you can't hear the dog barking anymore, you're like, okay, I'm done. I can't hear the dog. I'm not going to think about it anymore. You're still thinking about it. The dog barking is still stressing you out, even though you've walked away from this barking dog. You've turned your back. You've walked away entirely. You can't even see or hear the dog, but the dog is still in your mind. And I don't know what the dog is. The dog is just an example for something else, a person, a relationship, whatever it is that's stressing you out in the current situation, that's the dog. In the near future, you get the Justice, Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. You're fixing things here. You're restoring divine balance here in the near future, and you're taking action to make it happen. You're showing me I'm making everything right. I'm balancing all the energies out. There's a little bit of resistance here for you, so it's not just like, oh yeah, I'm fixing everything. Everything's great, no problem. There is a little bit of resistance here for you in the near future, but overall, you're kind of like, look, I need to balance out my energies, and you're doing it. You're taking action to make it happen. Let's start clarifying. I want to clarify the main energy for your reading, which is the Eight of Cups this month. Eight of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Nine of Wands. This is a divine connection that you are dealing with here. You're showing me, I feel this connection. I feel this strong bond. I feel like this. It's not just you and your person here in the 3D world. This connection transcends that. It's a 5D, energetic connection. But nothing's happening here in the 3D world. You're showing me, I feel all these connections. I feel not all these connections. This one connection, I feel the depth, I feel the intensity, but nothing's actually happening. Here in the 3D world, there's like a lot of resistance. It's literally like, every single thing we try to do, it's like hitting a wall. So the communication doesn't flow, the energies aren't flowing. It's like you keep, like everything you try to do within this connection, wall. So you're like, I can't really make any progress here in the 3D world, despite the fact that I feel this really intense connection with this person. It's like it's not going anywhere. And that's why you're like, okay, I tried, nothing's really happening, so I'm just going to kind of emotionally detach, emotionally disconnect from this because I'm getting a little frustrated here. Let's look at the recent past. I'll start off by clarifying the Nine of Pentacles for you in the recent past. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Six of Wands. You're showing me that, look, I'm focused on myself. I'm doing my own thing in the recent past. Yes, I'm interacting with other people. Yes, I'm exchanging energies. As I said that, my lights just flickered. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and Libra are showing up strong here, or another Aries. You're showing me like I'm interacting with other people, I'm exchanging energies, it feels good, it feels nice, but deep down nothing really sits, nothing really clicks. It's all kind of like surface level, and you like it that way. It feels good to you because you're like, this allows me to maintain my sense of independence. The fact that I can keep it surface level, the fact that I can keep it casual, the fact that nothing really like, dives deep, for me allows me to focus on myself, my sense of independence, my stability. I can do my own thing. I don't owe anybody any explanations. I'm not tied down. It's nice. You get a little, feels good for me, feels good for everybody. Let's take a look at the Emperor in the recent past. This is your energy. This is why it's so nice. The Emperor is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, the Three of Cups. The reason nothing really sticks is because your desire is a reconciliation here. You're showing me, I want a brand new beginning. I want to wipe the slate clean with somebody, and I want to reconcile with them. And you know that you're moving slowly in that direction. That's how you feel. You're showing me, like, in the recent past, I know that even though there's slow progress here, right, there is still progress. Is it frustrating? Yes. Do I want it to speed up? Yes. But progress is progress. And in the meantime, you're showing me, I'm talking to people, I'm interacting with people, but it's all casual, it's all surface level, because deep down, you know that you want something else. So it's like, why even bother with any of these other people you're dealing with? There's no point. Nothing's going to stick because you know that you want something else. But this is a nice distraction. These other energies are nice, feel-good energies is what I call them. Let's take a look at the Hanged Man in the recent past. Hanged Man is clarified by the Seven of Wands, which you get again in the same row in the near future, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. You're standing in your own way here, right? You're showing me, I'm doing myself, I'm focusing on myself, I'm focusing on my own stability, but I feel stuck. Everything is stuck, right? Here's the thing though, Aries. When I said you want to reconcile, your immediate reaction was, no, I don't. I don't want this person back. Some of you may have even clicked off at this point. I don't want to reconcile. I don't want this. Forget it. Absolutely not. But you do. Because you're literally showing me nothing is clicking with these other people because I want a reconciliation. But I don't want a reconciliation, and I'm just telling myself that I don't want a reconciliation, when in reality, I'm stubbornly holding on to this. I'm stubbornly holding on to this connection. Do you want it or do you not, right? Like, you don't have to lie to me. Why are you lying to yourself? That's all you're doing. It's literally like, oh my gosh, I want cake so badly. And then at the back end, you're eating cookies, you're eating chocolate, you're eating everything else. And you're like, oh, this just doesn't hit the spot. I wonder why it hits the spot. Because you don't want cookies and chocolate. You want cake. And your cake is a specific person. You know who you want, but you don't want it for whatever reason. So you keep telling yourself, I haven't held on to this. I've let go of this person. I'm done. Are you? Let's take a look at the current situation. I'm going to look at the Six of Swords in the current situation. Six of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Swords, which you get again in the near future, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You're showing me I'm leaving all the difficulties behind. Whatever makes my life difficult, whatever's hard, whatever I don't want to deal with, goodbye, turning my back on you. If you are confusing, if you are difficult, you're in my past, you're in my rearview mirror. And you're showing me I'm doing that here in the 3D world. So let's say this connection, which you really feel connected to, and you want this connection to come to fruition, but nothing's actually happening in the 3D world. You're frustrated, you turn your back, you leave it. You're like, yay, this makes me feel so happy, it makes me feel emotionally fulfilled, it makes me feel emotionally balanced. Sure. But also, no, it doesn't, right? right? Because you're showing me my decision to walk away from whatever this is, from these difficult people or this specific difficult person that's frustrating me. I think logically it makes sense that it would make me feel happy and emotionally fulfilled and emotionally balanced. In reality, that's not the case. It doesn't do that for you, right? Just because something makes sense and logically it makes sense to do that doesn't mean that your emotions are going to catch up with that. So again, I'm going to use the cake example. If you're trying to lose weight, it makes sense for you to not eat cake. But it doesn't make you happy to not eat cake. But you're convincing yourself, like, oh, yes, I'm not eating cake. I feel so happy. I'm losing weight. When in reality, all you fucking want is cake. So just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the moon in the current situation. And I know I use a lot of like examples like cake and cookies and all that stuff. And for some of you, it may be confusing. I know Virgo, I used an example of a duck. And one of the people in the comments was like, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about. I use a lot of examples, guys. I'm sorry. If you can't follow my examples, comment below and I'll try to explain them better. Or maybe I'm just not the tarot reader for you. I don't know what to tell you. The moon in the current situation is clarified by the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the Death. You don't want to accept or look at the fact that it's difficult for you that things ended with this person. Because again, remember, you are the emperor. Nothing bothers you. Nothing phases you. You're like Teflon. You're hard. You're rigid. Nothing sticks. Everything just slides off of you. Like, it's easy for you. But you're like, wait a minute. This connection, this soul connection ending, it's weighing on me. It's not just sliding off of me. I can't get rid of it. I have all these feelings which are still there, but you don't want to deal with these feelings. So you're just kind of like, shoo, go away feelings, go away. It's not difficult. It's not like I'm not even thinking of the soul connection. I don't want anything, it's over, it's done, goodbye. Just because you hide your feelings in a dark room and pretend like they don't exist, it doesn't mean that they're going anywhere. Let's take a look at the 9 of Swords in the current situation. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Temperance, High Priestess, and the World. Chill. Just chill. I can see you're anxious. I can see you're experiencing the loss of this connection right now. I can see that you're stressing out. You're thinking and overthinking about this. Be patient. It's all going to come to an end. This anxiety, this pain, this loss, this everything, the difficult energies that you're going through, they're going to go away, right? Time will help heal them, but it's in divine timing. You can't decide like, okay, I've given it a day and now I'm done and I want to move past these. Emotions don't catch up that quickly. But the universe is showing me, just relax, let divine timing take its place, be patient. This anxiety and this pain that you may be feeling in the current situation, it's also going to come to an end. It's all part of this cycle, which is going to close very soon for you and it's going to come to an end. And then you get to start a new cycle, a beautiful cycle. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to see the Justice because it seems like divine balance is returning to your energies. Yep. Justice is clarified by the Magician, the 3 of Swords, and the Chariot. Divine balance is returning here. Your passion, your fire, who you are is coming back in the near future. And you've been manifesting this. You're showing me, I've been manifesting moving past this emotional pain, moving past this heartbreak. I don't want to sit in this painful energy anymore. And in the future, the universe is like, okay, you've closed out the cycle. All right, it's been enough time. You've learned what you needed to learn. Let's balance out the energies. Let's move past the pain. Let's move past the heartbreak. Let's go. Let's move towards much more positive energies. Let's look at the Knight of Swords in the near future. Knight of Swords is clarified by the 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, King of Wands. This is you. I don't assign gender to my cards. You're trying to figure out what you want to do here in the near future. You're kind of like, look, I've got a bunch of different options, right? Whether that's in your career, your life, with this relationship, take it as it resonates. But you're like, look, I've got a bunch of different options. Let me evaluate and assess what I want to do. This isn't an energy of you sitting here and being like, oh man, I really want to do something, I just don't know what to do as an excuse to procrastinate. You genuinely want to take action. You just want to know whatever I invest my energy in, whatever it is that I want to do, it's going to lead towards a positive direction. So you're kind of evaluating and assessing every single possible thing or person or whatever that you can invest your energy in and deciding which path to take. Very kind of like goal-oriented in the near future, which seems to work for you because it elevates you back into your own power, into your own energy, being that fiery Aries that you are. Let's take a look at the Seven of Wands in the near future. Seven of Wands is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Tower, and the Two of Wands. You're showing me I walked away. Remember in the current situation, I said I walked away and it made sense for me to walk away, and you thought it would make you happy, but it didn't. In the near future, it's kind of coming back, and you're like, wait, I walked away and I thought it would fix everything, but it didn't. And for some reason, that realization is hitting you like a ton of bricks, where it's not that the walking away wasn't aligned for you, but it's more so you're showing me like, I thought walking away would give me the emotional stability and emotional happiness that I wanted. I thought it would balance everything out, and it didn't. And now you're just left waiting like, okay, well, what's next? You're not going to stay in this energy for very long, especially when this energy came before this one. You're moving in a good direction. You just got to kind of, like a compass, you got to figure out like, okay, which way is north, and then you're good to go. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Aries. From the universe, you get the Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, Knight of Cups. Yeah. I do feel like your cup of love, the love that you have, can be offered to multiple different people. You're attractive, you're radiant, you're magnetic, you're never alone. Okay, literally. The second you're like, hey, I'm single, somebody's bound to come in. Like, you've got a line of people waiting out the door. And you're showing me, I can offer my cup of love to multiple people. I just need to figure out which person I want to offer it to. You haven't decided who you want to offer your cup of love to, whether it's a person from the past, somebody new. You don't know. And so you're like, well, if I don't know, I'm just going to wait, right? No need to rush it. I mean, there's plenty of people. So you're not really rushing yourself here when it comes to love in this month and in this reading. And I kind of like that for you. So, Aries, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thanks for tuning in, Aries, and I will see you here on the next one.